Hey y'all, I'm just doing a recording. I'm going to release it as a premiere. This is not an actual live. I just did a pre-recording. I don't want to get anybody confused. This is not a live, but a premiere, a pre-recorded live. Let's just say that. So, welcome on in. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in. Hit the like for me, please. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell so every time I upload a video, you can get the message. Now, this is cute old Pearl here. Oh, and before I get started, make sure y'all support this channel by super chats, super stickers, thanks, hit the cash app, all that good stuff. All that counts. I'm working hard. This is senior year for my boy. So I'm working. I'm pumping out these lives. So make sure y'all support the channel if you can. Thank you in advance, right? So you already know Kiddo Pearl and the girls was on the stoop last night. Yeah, we was talking a little trash on the stoop, having a good time. How we do on the stoop is just what we do on the stoop. We don't always come on the stoop, but when we do, we come out here and we have a good time. And we touch on things around the T sector, right? So Nicole was down in the chat. I couldn't see her because she still had me blocked or something. I don't know what's going on. But she was down in the chat and I saw like some of my, supporters and everybody was, having, communications with her. I said, "Oh, Nicole is in the chat. I can't see what she's saying." But Nicole was in the chat having a good time. We all were in the chat. And I was up there on the panel, hosting the show, doing my thing. And we all were having a good time. Candid truth, I ain't going, money boy. We was having a good time. So I dropped the link because I heard about Llama telling the story about how Nicole had a cat to attack her. So I dropped the link for Nicole to come on up and to verify the story and if it was true. So we were laughing and joking around about the story. Sorry, guys. So we were laughing and joking around about the story, right? So Nicole came up. She said that her ancestors protect her and they always gonna look out for her, you know. And yeah, especially when you have parents and things out there in the spirit world, you definitely want to watch out messing around with somebody. I'm just saying, especially when somebody is well protected by their, ancestors, and then not only that, you got a mother and a father out there in the spirit world. You better watch out. So, but a lot of people don't know nothing about that. So let's just keep it where it is, right? So Nicole came up and she said that Llama accused her of putting witchcraft on her, and Llama was doxing Nicole. So while in the middle of doxing Nicole, Llama's cat attacked her, jumped on her, clawed her up, and she said that she still has scars and things like that from the cat. So we were laughing about the story. So, um, but Llama deserved everything she got because she started doxing Nicole for no reason at all. Now, Nicole haven't doxed her or anything like that, but she felt the need to come out and dox Nicole and put what happened to her and her children out here on the YouTube streets for whatever the reasons are. I guess she want to look hard and gangster to the people who are now supporting her. So she doesn't want to look like this weak individual. So she's going to say and do whatever it takes for her to look hardcore in front of these new people that's supporting her. I mean, they're not new people, but the people around her new crew in the sector. I'm gonna say that. So we was doing a little bit of commentary on the llama and how she go from crew to crew, and I found out that llama was in fact a part that mess that's going on in the blackout sector. Now, the blackout sector is Helmet Head sector, like her and her crew. They got a sector over there. We don't really deal with them at all, but it's been a lot of drama and chaos that has been going on. They have been exposing each other, and it has been exposed that Llama was a part of the bat chat bullshit, like I already called before. Llama being messy. But Doofus said that Llama wasn't allowed to be a part of Bat Chats anymore because of the stuff that went down with 227. He felt as though Bat Chats for the Llama wasn't a good look for her or a good fit because there's always some bullshit. But if you look at Llama's history out here on the YouTube streets, Bat Chats are her thing. That's how she operates. And what I was saying on my live last night was the role she played over there in the blackout sector, telling Vines to watch out for Mika, knowing Vines loved the ground Mika walked on. Now for Vines, right? Vine loved this lady Mika. And in my opinion, Mika has been there for Vines, in my opinion. And I don't know the details of their relationship, but this is just my opinion. Mika has been there for Vines financially, emotionally, spiritually, and anything else you can think of, which is why Vines is so attached to Mika. Mika spent a lot of time babysitting Vines, right? She spent a lot of time babysitting that woman. She did a lot of things for Vines that most people wouldn't do. So Vine got attached to Mika. And they had this friendship for about a year. So for Llama to go over to Vines and tell Vines to watch out for Mika because Mika is repeating conversations verbatim. That's the word that they stuck on them. Mika is repeating conversations back to Helmet and also Vine's other friends like Truth Fizz and the rest of them, right? So Vines was like, why am I hearing my conversations verbatim? Certain stuff I only told to Mika. So Anaya and her messy ass is like, well, yeah, you telling Mika everything, and Mika is running everything back to this person and that person. So, but Vine still have love for Mika, right? Now I woke up this morning, right? And I saw a little bit of Helmet Heads live. And towards the ending of her live, I wish I had a timestamp. It's about 4 hours into that live, about 4 hours in. She makes a statement about Mika and Von's relationship, right? Helmet Head goes and say, I knew Vines would come over here and hit my link because we already know how Helmet Head thinks, right? Once a person go and hit your link in Helmet Head world, she feel like y'all are already working together and that person got you and you bent the knee, right? So Helmet Head makes the statement, I knew Vines would come over and hit my link. Just as long as I had Mika sitting up here, I knew she would be over here. So in Helmet Head's mind, she got Vines to bend the knee. So there was a watch party going on Amanda's platform. And there's some big content creator names that was up there on that panel that was watching the shit show go down. They gave their opinions. I came out and gave my opinions. And everybody's opinions is pretty much the same that Vines did go over and bend the knee to Helmet Head and Mika. But just like what Helmet Head says, just as long as she has Mika, she got Vines. Now, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with Vines and Amanda, but I know for sure I would not have Vines for a partner after that. She's a liability and she's weak and she's liable to do anything to get Mika back or to get that support from Mika, to have that conversation, to be back in that friend group, right? Because all of them together, they were so called powerful together, right? They would try to jump and team up on people because that was their strategy behind the scenes. If I go for Anaya, all of them going for me. If I went for Anaya, they all came outside on me. Even though I don't know them, don't have no beef with them, but that was their plan. If Raina say something to Anaya, strike up alive and attack Raina. If True say something to Anaya, strike up a live and attack truth. But they will only do that to certain people. See, they weren't going after Money Boy and stuff like that. Because they knew not to fucking play with him like that. So because I don't go out here and flex my doxing capabilities and things like that, they felt as though it's sweet to play with Raina and the 227 ladies, right? So they sent a crash dummy out here, Foots 42, and Brain Dead Roberts, right? They was the main ones doing a lot of barking for Anaya and the crew. So Foots 42 thought she can come over to my platform and tell me what we can say, what we can do, this, that, and the third, right? So Foots 42 ended up getting her ass handed to her. And out of retaliation, Foots 42 threatened to unalive my son, right? Now everybody heard this throughout the sector. But Helmet Head, she listened to the threats. She said, yeah, the ball is in Raina's court. Unfortunately, she can play this however she want to play it. You fucked up by saying that. And she did tell him, don't let your emotions get the best of you when y'all out here on these live streams getting all emotional about people you never gonna meet. See, but the problem was with Foots 42, she really wanted to meet I Ain't Gone. But it never happened. It just never happened. Right? Let me take a little sip of my drink. 1 second, y'all. It never happened. So she was upset about that. Plus, Llama and her messy ass called herself trying to expose the 227 ladies. Oh, Latanya, they said this. Oh, Foots 42, they said that. Oh, UP, they said this. Oh, Truth, they did that. Nobody really gave a fuck because now they exposing each other out there and they bat chats is just as messy, just like we called it, right? But they tried to make it seem as if the 227 ladies was the messiest in the fucking T sector. But what the 227 ladies were doing, we were talking shit on people that the lineman had issues with. Keep in mind, we had never gotten into any beef with anybody throughout the T sector. So all the stuff we had to say about people was beef that the llama already had with people. You understand what I'm saying? So she called herself trying to expose us to content creators that was truly supporting us and things like that. That shit didn't work out for the llama, right? Oh, I got this. She said this. Shit didn't work out for her. Stuff just wasn't going her way. So she continued to make efforts to try to expose 227. And the shit just wouldn't go her way. Content creators are still fucking with us and still supporting us. So she's mad and upset that how come every time I try to expose these bitches, people just won't turn on them and kick them? Like, it's just not going to work. So she felt like every time I go live, she goes live and have content because she really wants to battle with myself and I ain't going and can't handle the truth. But we're not going. We ignore her for the most part. And we'll come out here and we'll say little shit here and there. Nicole came out because she was attacking Nicole again and redoxed Nicole by sharing out a live stream that she already previously did on Nicole. And she reshared that out there on her community wall to redox Nicole again. And Nicole hit that bitch in the head with a sock full of nickels, right? She put her on ice. She blew this sector up with the news that she exposed about them. Now, keep in mind, throughout my commentary out here on the stoop, I have always danced around the subject and gave hints about it, right? And not to mention, Llama and myself had a phone call one evening, and she expressed that he gets drunk and aggressive with her at times. And she didn't necessarily say that he beat her, but she did say that he gets aggressive when he's drinking. And she avoids any conflict with him because he gets so aggressive when he's drinking. And you can kind of hear that through their live streams and stuff. All right, now let's go. Get down, Naya. Fuck you talking about. Oh, he'll get aggressive with her if you listen long enough to them from back in the day. You'll hear him get aggressive and stuff when they drinking. They say nines and they 211s, and when they doing dope allegedly and things like that. You would definitely hear that, right? But they got some nerve to talk about other people bending the knee to other content creators who really just wasn't going at it with each other like that. Like within this sector, there's only a few of us that do content. So sometimes we do arguments and things will break out, and it's enough for you to like shake hands on it and get over it, right? And they do the same. They ran over to Helmet Head sector for support because they wanted to go to war with the true sippers in the state gang. Llama is mad because she feels like we left her out there by herself going to war with the sippers in the state gang. After we made it clear to this bitch that we was not taking no sippers in no state gang to war. If you want to leave the sippers in the state gang, you do so on your own account. We'll stay here. Bye. Bye. And that's what the fuck happened. So she left the sippers in the state gang fighting us, True, Flexi, and Money Boy, and any of the other content creators that's within the sippers in the state gang realm. And then she also was attacking our supporters like Juicy Kims and the Margies, Miss Margie Williams, and she was attacking our true faithful supporters out here in the T sector, the people that was really supporting the sippers in the state gang. So she felt stronger when she was over there in the helmet head sector because the helmet head had a few platforms supporting her who were also attacking the true sippers and state gang. Vines being one of them, helmet head being another platform. And at that time, I'm only using this as a history lesson, Amanda. And at that time, Amanda, you had the Latanyas and the old hat withers and the Rosies and those type of platforms, the Trooper Head Doofus. Um, those platforms were attacking the Sippers and State Gang. So what Llama does is she attaches herself to a large crowd of people. She doesn't like to feel isolated. She doesn't like to feel alone, and she doesn't like to feel weak. She needs a group of people to support her in order for her to do the shit that she does out here in the streets, right? So during that time within the sector, everyone was piling up on the sippers in the state gang. So she felt the need to flip the script and be part of the pile up on the sippers and state gang. We held steady. We didn't bend the knee to these other fucking platforms. We stood 10 toes down with the sippers in the state gang. And she was mad about it, right? She was mad. But behind the scenes within the sippers in the state gang, she was doing the same shit that she was doing over there in the helmet head sector, passing messages along, warning people about certain people. Watch this person, don't support that person. You better watch out for this. This is what she does. This is what she does. So what Helmet Head was trying to do over there in that sector was trying not to expose Anaya for the true bitch and snake that she really is, because she didn't want to give me that credit for calling out Anaya's bullshit. So she held it quiet for as long as she could, even though we already know Helmet Head does not like Doofus and Anaya. You already know I refer to her husband as Doofus. He just sounds really dense to me. Like, I don't know. He just dumb. He just dumb to me. So, and he just slow to me. So I call him the Doofus. Doofus and Llama is what we call him. So recently, Helmet Head, she liked a comment over there on one of her lives she done recently. And the comment stated that we already know is more snakes in your camp. But they were referring to Doofus and Llama, and they actually put their names in that comment. So what Helmet did was she gave a heart to that comment in agreement to what that person left. It was a troll, but Helmet Head gave that comment a heart. Doofus saw that, and this is recently, you guys. Doofus saw that Helmet liked that comment. So he responded and was like, oh, for her to like this comment speaks volumes. But people been telling y'all that she didn't fuck with y'all. Y'all knew she didn't fuck with y'all. But y'all needed her support to go against the Sippers in the state game. So you went there and bent the knee to get your support from her so y'all can feel strong and powerful to attack us. Now those tables are slowly turning. And now she's getting ready to attack you because you were behind the scenes talking shit about an officer of hers. Only one Mika is an officer of hers, in my opinion. Everybody don't have to agree, but in my opinion, only one Mika is an officer of Helmet Head. So now you're talking shit about an officer doing this, that, and the third, going up on Helmet Head's live streams and distracting her from her commentary. Helmet Head saw all of that shit. So she already had fucking tunnel vision on Llama and her husband. But in the same light, she don't want to give the Sippers in the State gang props from calling them out for being the snakes that they are. So she held off on attacking them. But now she can't hold off any longer because now Llama is getting more and more aggressive up there on her panels, and she's making more and more statements about supporting who she support, like Vons and Amanda and things like that. So Helmet Head is aware of what she's doing, you know. So, but my thing is, every time we go live, here come this bitch with her sidekicks. They'll come up there, hit that panel and talk they shit like trooper head doofus, trooper head fuck you. You another slow dumbass bitch that I don't fuck with and that I don't like. And you gonna sit up there and say that you tried to sacrifice yourself by jumping out there in front of J for K, talking shit about J for K, and you did that to save doofus and llama for what? You got plans on trying to get with Anaya or something? You attracted to Anaya? Is that what that is? Then I think you jealous of Lovely because why are you attacking her? She's doing something that you were trying to aim to do was be a comedian. She's out here getting booked, paid, and busy for shows that you wish that you can do. So since you haven't got there yet, you still got to do your parodies and stuff right here on YouTube, right? Nothing wrong with making a little couple dollars on YouTube, but you was trying to do that country wing commentary. That didn't work out for you. You try to do the meditation music and things like that. That shit didn't work out for you. Nothing you do works out for you. So you had to go back to the beef and be a clown for platforms is what you're really good at. Being a fucking clown. Being a fucking bozo. You a fucking bozo. So you come out here and you attack other platforms for Helmet Head and for other platforms that you support. You a puppet on a fucking string, and that's all you're gonna be. That's all you're gonna be is a fucking puppet on a string. Nothing you do is gonna work out. Nothing you do is gonna work out because your heart is not in the right place of doing shit. Your heart is you just flip floppy. You suntommy. You a fucking idiot. You an idiot along with Doofus and Llama. Anybody else who comes out here and talks shit about 227. Now, I hope they have a good day today. The stoop, we had fun last night on the stoop. Shout out to Vonnie and everybody else. Shout out to the people who hit the link. Shout out to the people who, gave support to the platforms. Because every time I come out here, I'm going to get some kind of support. Llama, you doing this shit for free. But like I said before, Nicole put your ass on ice. And you were supposed to be making a change. You were supposed to turn your content around and move on. But here you are, right back in the bullshit. You just can't help yourself, can you? So if Nicole put your ass on ice again, don't say nothing. She put you on ice. And I laughed about it. Why am I on your thumbnail? Huh? You never on my thumbnail. But you gotta show my face. You gotta use my name in order to get clicks and views, right? Because if you don't, nobody's watching you, right? Nobody is watching you. But my name has to be in the title or my face has to be on a thumbnail in order for you to get a click or a view. Bitch, you need me. I never needed you. You thought you killed 227, but we still thriving. We still doing what we do. We still coming out here. People still sharing this. What do you look forward to? A channel that's banned in the US to share you out? That's the only people that's the only platform I think right now is sharing you out. Nobody else really gives a fuck about you. Nobody else really give a fuck. As far as I'm concerned, you and your nigga dead to me. As far as I'm concerned, and that's harsh to say, but that's harsh to say. But I see and don't see y'all. I won't be responding to y'all. Like I said, both of y'all did to me. So I don't give a fuck what you come out here and say and do. I won't be watching and I won't be listening. So with that being said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell so every time I upload a video, you can get the message. Bye, ghost.